Hello and welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. Now today's video is on a new car that I bought, and I think this is possibly my best ever deal. I will disclose what I paid for this car at the end, so do make sure you watch because I think it's an absolute steal. Or should I say, it's a steal if it runs. That's the only question mark on this car, whether it runs. So what is it? It's a Kia Ceed GT line, and I've looked out for one of these for a while because I think they're a right nice looking car. Now obviously from the back, from front can't tell, but from the back they're a lovely car, really nice looking. The fronts are good, but obviously this one's smashed up, and we have got all our dashboard airbags gone. But yeah, I saw this car go through auction a few weeks ago, and I bid on it, and the reserve, I don't know, I have a feeling the reserve was about £3,500 on this car, and it didn't meet reserve. I bid on it and I won it, it didn't meet reserve. They didn't even offer me a different price, it just went straight back through. So I bid on it the following week and won it for I think £75 less than the week before, and they must have taken the reserve off completely because it was an instant sale. And like I said, I will tell you the price near the end, but we're going to go through it first and see if it runs, just to see how much of a bargain it is. So, it's had a good hit, don't get me wrong, it's had a really good hit. And this screams another Audi Q3 with all the rad pack rammed against the engine. So on first impressions, when I was looking at pictures, I was slightly concerned about the chassis legs, but the fact that it had twisted this over so much made me think that perhaps the legs were fine. And on first impressions, I'm going to say the legs are fine. I'm going to say the legs are fine. Let's open this bonnet, which is absolutely knackered. This side again, it's twisted over the front piece, so the crash bar. But again, to me, from what we can see right now, I'm going to say that looks okay. One concern I do have already is the fact that there's no battery. Now, there's two reasons for that. Number one, I can tell, obviously this is a little bit damaged, and perhaps the battery got damaged and that's why they took it out, because it was leaking. Or number two, they took it out to try to prevent it being started at auction because there is a serious engine problem. Well, we're going to find out. So this is the only damage, and looking at it very quickly, this wing is untouched. The wheel, I'm going to say, is in the right place. The steering wheel is slightly off. Let's just straighten the steering wheel up, try and get an idea of if there's any suspension damage. Yeah, I'm going to say that wheel is perfect, in the right place at the moment. And yeah, we've got bumper brackets fine. That's the wing there that's been ripped, not the wing, the bumper's been ripped out. That bracket's fine. This one is broke. Obviously we've got a whole rad pack, crash bar, headlight's going to be smashed to bits. This headlight, no, it's completely cracked the back in, yeah. It's knackered. And then that bumper bracket is fine. Not too sure. I'm going to say that's broken. Now this wing again, the wing again looks fine. That wheel looks in the right place. Bonnet, obviously, bonnet hinges, and unfortunately the bonnet did catch the A-pillar. Now obviously you can't replace these, they're part of the structure of the car, so that's going to have some work done at the body shop. It's not major, but it needs doing, obviously. Is this a metallic white? It's a metallic white, isn't it? I think it's a pearl, actually. It's a pearl. I think that's a pearl white. So yeah, moving on around the car. The rest of the side, perfect. Nothing on the roof to talk about. The back, like I said, I really like the look of the back end of these with a double exhaust and a little diffuser. Really, really nice looking car. And this is obviously the GT line, so it's got full spec, reversing camera, nice alloys. And again, this side, it's all keyless as well. Really, really nice car. What are the wheels like? Well, that one's absolutely unmarked. I'm going to say that tyre is pretty much brand new. It's a Ventus, weren't it? Yeah. Oh, that tyre is brand new. And again, unmarked wheel. What are these? Falcon. Oh, unmarked wheel again, brand new tyres. So brand new tyres on the front. That's a Falcon again, wasn't it? What does it say? Yeah, K5 said. And then the back's a handcuff again. So yeah, wheels are unmarked. It's even got. That's the sticker they come with from the factory. What's the betting? These wheels have been replaced on warranty again. So no Kia's had a big issue. So overall, so far, I'm massively impressed and pleased with this car. Obviously, we have a massive unknown here. And yeah, in all fairness, it is rammed in there, but this car, we have a steel engine mount. And the engine has definitely not been moved. So with steel engine mounts, you're just then worried about whether they've broke any of the casting on the engine, and it doesn't appear to be. I'm going to say that engine's in the right place at the moment. Washer bottleneck's broken. What's this little electronic gadget? Don't know. So I suppose the first check we're going to do is try and dip this car. And we have oil. We have oil. So that's one thing. I'm happy about that. Nothing really to be seen there. Strangely enough, it's still got coolant. I don't know how, but it's got coolant in it still. So yeah, that's the outside. Beautiful car. So let's have a look on the inside. And I'll get rid of this paperwork a second. I don't know what's on it right now. Let's have a look. Oh. So we've got the one key. Like I said, it is keyless. Let's hit the start button there, and it's a nice cockpit, this car. Yeah, obviously we've got no power to it at the moment. We do have all the handbooks, so that's a benefit. That's a bonus. And also, there's a load of stuff in the back. So the first thing I want to do is put a bit of power to it, see if we can get some lights on. We'll open the boot and we'll have a little nosy what we've got in there. So let's get a jump pack. Let's get a little booster. So on the listing, they hadn't even turned the ignition on this car. It said can't test. So I have no idea mileage. I have checked MOT history, and this, I don't know if I've even said, this is 2017 this. I've checked MOT history and it looks to be somewhere around 40,000, and it is the it's 1.6 this, I think. 1.6 diesel. I don't know if this is going to say it or not. No, I don't. I think it's 1.6 diesel. So yeah, for about 40,000, I'd guess. And we're going to find out, hopefully. See if we can put some power to it. So yeah, let's just try it, see what happens. So that should have power now. Oh, so much going on. We've got lights. So it means that, I don't know what. Oh, there we go, we got some power to it. That's a nice dashboard, that. 42,229. Almost a full tank of diesel. I like that, that's nice. It's this touch screen. It's got nav. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Let's get this boot open, should I say, quickly. And just for the time being, I'm just going to disconnect that battery pack, because I don't want to start it right now. Obviously, or try to attempt to start it. We want to have a look through this stuff in the back first, don't we? Let's have a look. So I'm gonna say that's the bottom grille for the bumper, which to me, on first viewing, looks to be perfectly fine. So that's one win. I'm gonna have to put you on a stand here. I can't do this with one hand. Let's get the tripod. I'll just put you here for a second. I'll also get some stuff out. So this is the rest of the remaining parts of the bumper. So if we need it, we've got the badge. Maybe it's a bit dented. Number plates there. This bottom little black piece on the bottom, we could possibly save. I'm not too sure though. No, this looks fine. This side spotlight, side light, housing. All looks okay. Well, that looks to be about it. That's obviously the other side, and yeah, it's broken, it's smashed. It's no good. Lower crash bar, support beam for the bumper. Possibly could reuse. And then we've got the other headlight in here, which is in 2 bits, so that's not ideal. So. What's this? We've got our parcel shelf. Another set of number plates in there. Alright, okay. So, I was hoping for a few more bits that might be reusable, but here we've got lower grille. And we've got one side light housing, spotlights that we can save, so it's better than nothing. But yeah, we're going to need everything else. Bumper skin, upper grille, all the side lights. Right, okay. Interesting. Well, so what we're going to, like I said, I need to know whether this will run or not. Now, I have done a little bit of looking over it off camera. And it's got engine oil, it's got coolant, whether it'll circulate, whether there's a crush pipe. I'm going to suggest there probably is somewhere. I can't see anything really that worries me too much, other than this electronic module here. So you know what, we're just gonna try it. We're gonna try it and see if it'll run, because that determines whether this was a good deal or an absolute steal. Whether this engine will run. So should we do it? Should we put a booster on it and see if it'll start? Yeah, why not, eh? Why not? So it might be a little bit noisy at the minute. It's raining quite heavy. Anyway, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's stop messing around. Let's get this thing on. It's weird why there's no battery. That is a concern, but where's the key? So let's get some ignition lights on again. It keeps bringing this padlock sign up at first, and then you hold the battery near the button and it goes. So, should we see what happens? Not a lot. Interesting. Oh, it's going. It's running. It runs. We've got some electrical issues, or should I say voltage issues. That's because there's no battery on it, it's not happy. It's basically running off my booster pack. But hey, that sounds well, that sounds good. But it runs, it actually runs. I love buying non-runners, just for this moment now where I'm so excited to know that it's a runner. Yeah, I don't want to leave it running for long. But it sounds great. Sounds fine. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're done. That's all I needed to know. The car runs. That is excellent. Let's just take that booster pack back off. These little booster packs don't last long. It's used half the battery just doing that. If you're going to get one, don't get a GB40, get a bigger one. They're more expensive, but this thing just does not last long enough. I'll put it on charge in a minute. Well, yeah, wow, it runs. That's excellent. Now, what did I pay for this? Well, the first time it went through auction, I won the winning bid at £1,725, and I knew straight away they weren't going to let this car go for that. These, I think, when did they come out? 2016. This shape model, and I think I have looked on eBay. I think the cheapest I could see was £9,000 or something like that. Obviously, that's not a categorised car. That's a clean title. GT line. I think it was £9,000 at the time that I checked. So I knew straight away, 1725. There was no way they were going to let this go. Which they didn't. So it went through again the next week, and then the next week I thought, I'm going to bid again. I don't know why people weren't bidding on this. I can only presume it's because they said they couldn't test the engine. And yeah, the second week I went through, the winning bid, £1,650. This car cost me £1,650. That's ridiculous. 17 plate, Kia Ceed, GT line, 1.6 diesel, fully spec'd up, £1,650. With the fees, I think it was £1,850. Might have been I think the £200 fees, so £1,850 out the door. I got it delivered, which I do these days. That was another £140. So just call it £2,000. This car here has sat in my unit £2,000. I don't think you can complain at that, honestly. What we're looking to repair it, dashboard kits for these are peanuts. She said 250 quid. Comes with airbags. Seat belts are going to be knackered. Comes with seat belts, 250, the inside's done. Outside. Complete rad pack with front panel, crash bar. You're talking about £400. Headlights aren't expensive, 150 each. So what, 4, 5, 650, 950. And then you need bonnet, I don't know, I'm going to guess 250. 1200. And then you need a bumper skin, well, a complete bumper. Even if you said a complete bumper was, I don't know, 350 quid, 300 quid, you're at 1500. And then, just for instance, the parts aren't in colour and you need to get that repaired. So another 500 quid at it. £2 repair on a £2 car stands at £4,000 done. Oh, so that's an absolute bargain in my eyes. All this is hypothetical, obviously, because we need to pull it apart and see what's going on in here. But if I can get this car completed for somewhere around the £4,000 mark, including purchase price, I think we'll absolutely have a storming deal on our hands. Anyway, I'm eager to know what you guys think. That's a weird bonnet line there, isn't it? We must line up with a spoiler. Yeah, I'm eager to know what you guys think about this. What a car. I like it a lot. I like all the cars I buy, that's why I buy them. I get carried away, you know me. I have noticed it's had a front end respray at some point, or the bumper's been resprayed. You got a little bit of overspray there. Where else did I see it? Can't remember though. No, that might have been it. So perhaps it's just had this corner painted, I don't know. You know, it is a 4-year-old car at the end of the day. It might have had a little bit of a scrape on the bumper and a repair. But there's no previous crash history with this vehicle other than this one crash. So I think we're done there then, aren't we? I've accomplished what I wanted to do and seen this car running. I can now go ahead and start buying stuff, because you never want to start buying everything until you know the base of the car is good, i.e. it runs, because sometimes you have to cut your losses for these cars. If you buy one and you get it home and it ends up a duff, you have to cut your losses and get rid of it before you end up too deep into it. So I think, yeah, we're going to end it there. I'm going to get some parts and we will be back soon with more videos on this car, because I'm eager to get on with it. Yeah, just look how bent that bonnet bracket is, that bonnet hinge. I have to make sure I get some bonnet hinges, that's for sure. They just bolt out of under there, don't they? How do they bolt out? From underneath? Under the scuttle panel? They must be under the scuttle panel. Fixings must be under the scuttle there. Yeah. Right. Well guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Really is appreciated. I do my best to read as many comments as possible, but I do appreciate you guys getting involved. And yeah, as always, if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more bargains like this car, make sure you subscribe to the channel, big thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.